Hey friends, today we're diving deep into one of the toughest emotional battles we face, staying strong during no contact. It feels like standing in the eye of a storm, with every minute dragging on, and the pull to reach out to them growing stronger by the second. You might be waiting for a sign, a flicker of hope that finally shows they see your worth. But here's the truth. This journey isn't about them. It's about something much more powerful. It's about you. It's about reclaiming your power, recognizing your inner strength, and choosing yourself over anything or anyone that drains you. Think about it. You've already conquered the hardest part. You made the brave decision to stop chasing, to embrace the silence, and to put your peace above their fleeting attention. That takes real courage. You were there for them maybe too much, maybe to the point where you lost pieces of yourself trying to fit into their world. But now, you stand in this space of uncertainty, questioning everything. Did I make the right choice? You might ask. Let me reassure you, this silence is not weakness. It's a reset, a powerful opportunity to rediscover what's always been yours, your self-worth, and your calm. No contact isn't a tactic. It's a bold statement to the universe. I deserve more. You're not waiting for them to come around. You're choosing to take back your time, your energy, your identity. But here's the challenge. Silence can mess with your head. It can make you doubt yourself, question if you were too harsh, and wonder if maybe they miss you, need you. But I need to be clear with you. If you're feeling the urge to reconnect, it's not because they've changed. It's because you need to reconnect with yourself. Are they really worth the peace you're beginning to build? Every time you feel that pull to reach out, ask yourself, is this decision honoring the person you're becoming? Let me give it to you straight. No contact isn't about revenge, and it's not a game. It's a lifeline, a chance to reconnect with who you truly are, free from their judgments, free from their expectations. Every time you resist the urge to call or text, you're strengthening your self-respect and laying down an unshakable foundation of emotional power. This isn't about making them see your worth. It's about you seeing it for yourself. And when you finally realize your value, something incredible happens. The world begins to see it too. The Stoics had it right centuries ago. They taught that true power comes from focusing on what you can control, your actions, your thoughts, your responses, and letting go of everything else. You can't control their feelings, but you can control how you rise from this moment. Every time you choose yourself, you rewrite your own story. You stop being the person who accepts half-hearted love or craves validation. You become the one who declares, I am enough. This is your challenge, your test, and you are the hero of this story. No more waiting around for their call or text. This is the proving ground where your inner strength grows. This phase isn't about feeling lost. It's about building a life that's so fulfilling, so full of purpose, that their recognition becomes irrelevant. Imagine for a moment, when you stop needing others to validate your worth, you become an unstoppable force. Each time you resist the urge to reach out, each pang of doubt you face is a chance for growth. It's like lifting weights in the gym. With every rep, you grow stronger. Instead of seeking their approval, turn inward. What passion, skill, or dream have you been neglecting? What can you accomplish today? This silence isn't emptiness. It's space to create the life you've always deserved. Now let me ask you, what are you doing with this time? Are you filling it with the things that truly matter, your goals, your happiness, your peace? Or are you still holding space for someone who may never truly appreciate you? The choice is yours. You can spend this phase waiting for them to come around, or you can rise up and transform into someone so magnetic that your absence will speak volumes without you ever saying a word. Here's a powerful mindset shift for you to hold on to during this journey. Every time you're tempted to reach out, ask yourself, is this action honoring my worth? If the answer is no, then pause. Redirect that energy back into you. Write it down if you need to. I choose my peace over their attention. Say it aloud every day. Let it be the compass that guides you through the silence and doubt. This isn't about them anymore. It's about reclaiming everything they didn't see and using it to become someone they can't ignore. If you found this message valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. You're not alone on this journey. We're in this together. Let's grow stronger, more powerful, and unshakable, one day at a time. No contact is your armor, your shield, your powerful defense against the toxic pull of old habits and draining patterns. The more you practice it, the stronger you become. It's not about waiting for them to feel your absence. It's about creating a life so full of self-respect, so rich in your own worth, that whether they notice you or not no longer matters. You are not here to play games or sit in uncertainty. You are here to rise above all of that. Remember the power of affirmation. Your words shape your reality. Start today. Look in the mirror and say, I am enough. I am worthy of peace. I am stronger than the urge to fall back into old patterns. Let those words sink deep into your soul. Each time you speak them, you're planting seeds of resilient seeds that will carry you through even the toughest days. If this message speaks to your heart, take action now. Write it down in the comments below. I choose my peace over their attention. Make it a promise to yourself, a commitment that will inspire others walking this same path. Together, we are building a movement of people who understand their worth and refuse to settle for less. If this message has resonated with you, show your support. Like this video, subscribe, and let's keep this journey going. Every day, this space will remind you of your strength, your value, and your ability to thrive, no matter who notices. Stay with me, because this is only the beginning. We'll explore Stoic strategies that will not only help you stay strong, but will also completely redefine how you see yourself. This phase isn't a setback, it's the start of your rise. Let's make every second count. Number 1, stay the course. When doubt starts clouding your path, picture this. You're standing on a bridge, the river of memories and emotions flowing underneath. Each step you've taken away from them has brought you closer to a shore you've never seen before, one where your peace matters more than someone else's approval. But as you walk that bridge, doubt can feel like a fierce wind howling around you. What if they don't miss me, you wonder? What if I made a mistake? These questions are natural, but they are not your truth. You chose this path for a reason. It wasn't impulsive or easy. It came after countless nights feeling invisible, giving too much and receiving too little. You reached a point where silence wasn't just an escape, it was your rescue. Now you're walking a road few have the strength to travel. As Epictetus wisely said, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. You've already declared to yourself that you're worthy of more, and now it's time to honor that. Yes, your mind may loop over the same fears. What if they don't notice your absence? What if they've already moved on without a second thought? These worries are part of the journey, but they don't define you. This journey is not about whether they miss you. It's about you becoming whole again. You're not walking this path for them. You're walking it for the version of you who deserves respect, love, and peace. Marcus Aurelius said, The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Your thoughts right now are shaping your future. Let them build something powerful, unshakable, and worthy of the life you dream of. Think of your silence as a seed planted in rich soil. At first it may seem barren, even lifeless, but underneath, roots are digging deeper, preparing to support something strong and beautiful. Every day of no contact waters that seed. Each time you resist the urge to reach out, you're strengthening your foundation. You're not just enduring this phase, you're transforming through it. The person who emerges from this journey won't be someone who begs for scraps of attention. They will be someone who commands respect simply by standing tall, saying, "I will not settle for less." This isn't just about rebuilding. It's about redefining yourself. You are reclaiming every piece of you that was lost. Each one holds a lesson, a boundary that was crossed, a truth that was ignored. By gathering them back, you're forging a new version of yourself, one that no longer bends for validation or crumbles under rejection. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Once you understand this, you'll unlock your true strength. Picture your future self a year from now. See them looking back at this very moment with pride, knowing they didn't fold under pressure or let loneliness dictate their choices. They are stronger, wiser, and deeply at peace with who they have become. That is the reward for trusting this path. It's not about whether they miss you. It's about whether you can look in the mirror and say, "I chose myself." Each time doubt creeps in, ask yourself, am I honoring my worth by looking back? The answer is always no. The person who truly values you will recognize your strength and respect your boundaries. If they don't, then their place in your life was never meant to be permanent. You are not a convenience or a backup plan. You are a force of nature, rebuilding from within, setting standards that only the worthy can meet. Yes, the silence is loud. The ache of uncertainty is real, but it is only temporary. Every second you stay the course, you're proving something extraordinary to yourself, that you are not defined by someone else's inability to see your worth. You are defined by your ability to see it for yourself. If this resonated with you, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep moving forward together. You are not alone on this journey, and your strength is about to inspire others just like you. Stay strong, stay empowered, and remember, the best is yet to come. When the urge to reach out feels unbearable, it's time to remind yourself why you chose this path in the first place. Picture the exact moment you decided enough was enough, the moment you realized your peace and your worth are more important than the uncertainty of waiting for someone else's validation. Hold on to the clarity you felt in that decision. Whenever doubt creeps in, affirm this truth with strength and conviction. I trust the path I've chosen, and I honor my worth. Say those words out loud and let them ground you in your purpose. You're not just enduring this phase, you're building something far more valuable, a legacy of self-respect, strength, and unwavering confidence that will carry you far beyond this storm. If this message resonates with you, let it fuel your resolve. Write down in the comments below, I trust the path I've chosen. Make it a promise to yourself. Let it echo in your heart every step of the way. And if you feel stronger, more empowered after hearing this, take a moment to like this video and subscribe. We're building a powerful community of people who know their worth and refuse to settle for less. This journey will lead you to a version of yourself you've never met but have always deserved to be. Stay with me, because the best is yet to come. Let's take this journey together, one step at a time. Number 2, look in the mirror and claim your power. When was the last time you truly looked at yourself, not in passing, not to fix something on the surface, but to see the real, raw version of you? In the silence of no contact, the mirror becomes your most valuable ally. It's here that you rediscover who you are, someone worthy of love, respect, and value, without chasing, without begging, and without compromise. This isn't about seeking approval anymore. This is about building something far more profound, a solid foundation of self-worth that no one can take away. Epictetus once said, "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." This is not just advice, it's a challenge to face yourself fully, with all your flaws, strengths, scars, and resilience. You don't need someone else to validate your worth. It doesn't shrink when they don't see it. It doesn't fade when they walk away. Your worth is constant, like the sun rising every morning, whether anyone notices or not. Now is the time to see your worth clearly and own it unapologetically. Stand before the mirror and truly see yourself. Let go of the self-doubt, the guilt, the longing for approval. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Your perception of yourself will shape everything: the boundaries you set, the relationships you allow into your life, and the love you invite in. Ask yourself, am I treating the person I see with the love and respect they deserve? Or have I allowed someone else's neglect to convince me that I'm not enough? This is your moment to reclaim your reflection, to remind yourself that you are whole, powerful, and worthy just as you are. Look into your eyes. Behind them lies a story of survival, resilience, and strength. Every setback, every heartbreak, every moment you thought would break you, you overcame. You don't need to chase anyone to prove your worth. You are the kind of person who commands respect just by existing. As Seneca wisely said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Every disappointment, every heartache, and every moment of silence has only made you more radiant. Let this truth anchor you. Your worth isn't diminished by what you've endured. It's amplified by it. The pain, the loneliness, the uncertainty, all of it has refined you into someone who will never again question their own value. You are not defined by someone else's view of you. When you own your worth, you stop being a convenience or an afterthought in anyone's life. You become the center of your own universe, the one who decides who deserves your time, energy, and presence. Every time you face the mirror, you reinforce that your worth is non-negotiable. It doesn't depend on anyone's attention or affection. It is yours, permanent, undeniable, and wholly your own. So stand tall in front of that mirror. Let the doubts and the noise of others fade into the background. The person you see isn't waiting for someone to tell them they matter. They already do. This isn't about hoping they'll come back. It's about recognizing the strength, resilience, and self-respect that has always been within you. As you look at your reflection, affirm this truth: I am worthy beyond measure, and I claim my value. Say it out loud. Write it down. Repeat it until it becomes a part of your very soul. Every time doubt tries to creep back in, let this affirmation remind you of the power you've always had within. This isn't a quick fix. It's the foundation on which you will build the rest of your life. If this resonates with you, declare it in the comments below. I am worthy beyond measure, and I claim my value. Let it serve as a reminder to yourself and to others. walking this path, that they are not alone. Together, we are not just surviving no contact, we are thriving, rebuilding, and reclaiming the strength that was always ours. Stand firm. Your worth is non-negotiable. It's the greatest truth you'll ever know. If this message has helped you in any way, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We are creating a space where every person can thrive, reclaim their power, and build a future they deserve. Let's walk this path together. You are not alone. Stay strong. Your best self is waiting for you. Number 3. Build a life for yourself, not for their validation. When you're caught in the silence of no contact, it can feel like you're lost in a void, questioning everything. Thoughts flood in. Do they even miss me? Are they thinking about me? But let's face it, waiting for someone's attention to feel validated is like trying to build a house on quicksand. Their attention is temporary, fleeting, and unreliable. Basing your self-worth on their validation means giving up your power. But living with purpose, that's your solid foundation. Purpose is your anchor. It's the root that keeps you grounded and standing tall, no matter what happens around you. Think about it. When your mind is consumed with wondering if someone notices your absence, it's no wonder the silence feels unbearable. But when you shift your focus to your own purpose, what lights you up, what drives you forward, you unlock a freedom that no one's opinion could ever give you. You stop needing their approval because you've already chosen something far more fulfilling, yourself. Ask yourself this: what do you truly want to build for your life? Who do you want to become? Instead of obsessing over whether they notice you're gone, start noticing the parts of yourself you've been neglecting. Maybe it's a dream you once abandoned, a hobby you set aside, or maybe it's simply taking better care of your mind and body. Whatever it is, now is your time to rediscover it. As Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Stop living for applause. Live for the vision you have for your future, one that fills you with passion and purpose. When you begin to live with purpose, everything changes. Your energy shifts. You no longer feel like an empty vessel waiting to be filled. You become a force, someone so focused and grounded that others can't help but notice. But here's the twist. By the time they notice, it won't matter to you anymore. You won't need their recognition because your purpose has already filled the void they left behind. Let's be real. The craving for validation is a natural human impulse. We all feel it at times, but that doesn't mean it has to control you. The Stoics taught us that detachment is the path to freedom. It's not about shutting down. It's about breaking free from the chains of needing others to define your worth. When you live with purpose, your value becomes something only you define. It's shaped by your beliefs, your goals, and your values. Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." How much time have you wasted waiting for someone else to notice you, to validate you? And what could you achieve if you shifted that energy into building a life that excites and fulfills you? So how do you live with purpose when the craving for validation feels overwhelming? Start small. Begin by making a list of what truly matters to you. Personal growth, relationships that uplift you, creative pursuits, or simply learning something new each day. Choose one area that excites you and commit to nurturing it. It doesn't have to be a huge leap. Small, consistent steps are all it takes to start shifting your focus from seeking approval to living a life that fulfills you. The beauty of living with purpose is that it's a practice, not a one-time decision. Every day, as you choose to focus on what fulfills you, you rewire your mind. The pull for validation weakens, and your sense of self grows stronger. You stop asking, "Are they thinking about me?" and start asking, "What do I want to create today?" Here's the paradox. The less you seek validation, the more magnetic you become. People are drawn to the quiet confidence of someone who knows their worth and doesn't need to prove it. But by the time they notice, it won't matter anymore. You'll be too busy living your best life to care about their attention. Your life is yours to shape. Don't give that power away to someone who can't see your value. Focus on your goals, chase your dreams, and build a vision for your life that is so compelling that no external opinion can ever shake it. The road may be difficult, but the freedom and fulfillment you'll find are worth every step. Say this affirmation and hold it close. I live with purpose, not for approval. Write it down. Repeat it every day. Let it become your guiding mantra. Whenever the temptation to look back arises, let these words pull you forward. You are enough. You've always been enough, and that truth will set you free. If this message resonates with you, take a moment to leave a comment below. I live with purpose, not for approval. Let it serve as a reminder to yourself and to others that they are not alone in this journey. If you're ready to stop living for someone else's validation and start living for your own vision, hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. Together, we'll build a community of individuals who are living boldly and purposefully, creating lives they love, free from the need for anyone's approval. Stay strong, stay true, and remember, your life is yours to shape. Imagine standing in front of a mirror, stripped of all filters and illusions, just you, facing the raw truth of your life. It may feel uncomfortable, even painful, but here's the truth. This is where true freedom begins. The saying goes, the truth may hurt for a while, but a lie hurts forever. And while it's tempting to escape into the comfort of fantasy, choosing honesty over illusion is your first step toward reclaiming your strength. Every time you confront reality, you break free from a dream that no longer serves you. You move one step closer to the peace you deserve. Your mind will fight you, believe me, it will. It will drag you into cycles of doubt, regret, and endless what-ifs. But the Stoics remind us that peace isn't found in resisting reality. It's found in accepting it. Seneca wisely said, "A good character is the only guarantee of everlasting, carefree happiness." When you face things as they are, no sugarcoating, no excuses, you're building your resilience and your character. That's where real growth starts. It's not easy, but every second you spend wishing for things to be different is a second you're losing for yourself. What if instead of wasting energy on the past, you focus that energy on building a better future? A future free from the weight of unmet expectations and illusions. When you let go of the fantasy, you take back control. You're no longer waiting for someone to act or change. You're creating your own path. Marcus Aurelius put it perfectly. Waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be. Be one. Let go of the fantasies that keep you stuck and focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Here's the paradox. The moment you stop wishing for things to be different, life begins to move in your favor. By releasing the need for someone else's validation, you make room for what's truly meant for you. You're no longer tethered to the actions of others. Instead, you're free to shape your own future. When you let go of what's holding you back, you create space for what's meant for you. So the next time those what-ifs tug at your heart, take a deep breath. Ground yourself in the present. Accept reality as it is, no matter how difficult it might feel. This is your life, and you deserve to live it with clarity and strength, not in the shadows of imaginary scenarios. Each step you take in accepting reality is a step toward reclaiming your power. So say this affirmation out loud. I see things as they are, and I find strength in the truth. Write it down, repeat it when doubt creeps in, and let it be your guide through the haze of uncertainty. Facing the truth today may be tough, but it's also the first step toward a brighter, freer tomorrow. You are stronger than you think, and clarity will lead you to the peace you've been searching for. Number 5. Flip the script. Reclaim your energy. Reclaim your life. Right now, your mind may feel like a broken record, endlessly spinning around thoughts of them, what they're doing, who they're with, whether they even think about you. But here's a life-changing truth. Every moment you spend focused on them is a moment stolen from yourself. You're giving away parts of your heart and mind that should be yours to keep. It's time to reverse the flow. Instead of letting them dominate your thoughts, turn that energy inward and watch it transform you. Think about it. Where attention goes, energy flows. The more you let your thoughts revolve around them, the more you drain your own power and peace. But what if you took all that energy and redirected it? What if you poured it into something that truly serves you, your goals, your passions, your dreams? Every time your mind drifts back to them, ask yourself, what could I be building with this energy instead? Epictetus once said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." Right now, it may feel like they hold the key to your happiness, but what if that's a lie you've been telling yourself for too long? The real key is already inside you, waiting for you to recognize it. Every time you catch yourself thinking about them, consciously shift your focus. It's not easy, but this simple habit can be incredibly powerful. Every time you succeed in shifting your focus, you're taking back a piece of your power. Picture this. You're holding a flashlight in a pitch-black room. For so long, you've been shining that light on them, letting their actions or inactions define your reality. But what happens when you turn that light inward? Suddenly, you begin to see all the areas of your life that need attention. You see the dreams you've buried, the goals you've neglected, and the endless possibilities waiting for you to take action. Each time you shine that light on yourself, you brighten your own path. This isn't about erasing them from your mind or pretending they didn't matter. It's about choosing yourself first. It's about realizing that every second you spend analyzing their thoughts and feelings is a second you could have spent building the person you want to become. Marcus Aurelius said it best. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This is where your power lies, not in controlling them or their opinions, but in mastering your own focus. Now picture yourself a year from today. You've spent the past year channeling your energy into things that bring you joy and fulfillment. You've pursued your goals, nurtured your passions, and become a version of yourself who radiates strength and confidence. That person, they're not worried about whether someone else is thinking of them. That person is too busy thriving. So, every time your thoughts slip back into old patterns, ask yourself, does this thought help me get closer to that person I want to become? If the answer is no, let it go and turn your attention to something that serves your growth. Building this new habit won't happen overnight, but every small step counts. Start by setting daily intentions, reading a book, learning something new, or taking one small step toward your goals. Each time your mind strays, gently guide it back to the path you've chosen. These little actions will snowball into a life that feels vibrant, purposeful, and fulfilling. The Stoics believed that true strength comes from discipline and dedication to oneself. It's not about shutting down your feelings. It's about making conscious choices to focus on what nurtures you rather than what drains you. By shifting your focus, you're not just letting go of them. You're making room for something far greater, your own growth, your own joy, and your own life. If this message resonates with you, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Together, we can build a community of empowered individuals, each reclaiming their energy and focusing on what truly matters. Your life is in your hands. Now, let's make it count. Here's an affirmation to carry with you, a mantra that can completely shift your mindset. I focus on my growth and my goals. Write it down, say it every morning. Let it become a part of your daily routine, a constant reminder of the power you hold within you. Repeat it when you feel yourself slipping, when doubt starts creeping in. Let it anchor you in your journey of transformation. This isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about channeling them into something meaningful and powerful. When you focus on yourself, you reclaim your energy, your happiness, and most importantly, you the true version of yourself, unshaken by external forces. Number 6. Turn setbacks into springboards for strength. Life has a way of testing us, especially when silence follows, after we've poured everything into someone who couldn't see our worth. It's easy to feel defeated in these moments, as if this setback defines us or strips away parts of who we are. But what if this is not the end of your story? What if this pain marks the beginning of something far greater, a turning point where you rise, stronger, wiser, and more unshakable than ever before? Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This is your call to action. View challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as golden opportunities to grow. Think about it like this. What currently feels like an insurmountable obstacle could become the very thing that propels you forward. You're not here to stay down. This hardship is not a life sentence. It's a powerful lesson. One that's preparing you for the strength and resilience needed to move ahead. Imagine your life as a beautiful, unfolding story. Each setback is just a chapter, adding depth and richness to your narrative. Picture this phase of silence and no contact as the soil where a seed begins to grow. It's dark, it's quiet, it's isolating, but that stillness and pressure are what allow the seed to push through the earth and reach the light. Likewise, each time you choose to focus on yourself instead of reaching out, you're growing roots of resilience, self-worth, and independence that will make you unmovable. Seneca said, "Difficulty strengthens the mind, as labor does the body." The struggles you face aren't designed to break you. They're designed to shape you. Every moment of self-doubt or urge to reach out is a signal, a reminder, that growth rarely comes from comfort. Just like a muscle strengthens through resistance, you're building emotional and mental muscle every time you choose to stay steady in this storm. Let this hardship refine you, not define you. The pain you're feeling right now is temporary, but the growth it's creating will last forever. Here's a powerful truth. Setbacks don't define you. Your response to them does. Right now, in this challenging moment, you have a choice. You can either allow this setback to convince you it's an end, or you can view it as the setup for the comeback of a lifetime. Each time you resist the urge to break no contact, each time you choose peace over chasing attention, you're proving to yourself that you are capable of turning pain into progress. Epictetus reminded us, first, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. See yourself as resilient, as someone who overcomes, and then take the steps that align with that vision. This phase isn't just about letting go of someone else, It's about getting closer to yourself as you embrace your own growth. You'll start to see setbacks not as failures, but as stepping stones. Each one is an opportunity to become stronger and to deepen your understanding of your own power. The more you invest in building your own life, the less you'll rely on others to make it feel complete. People who know their worth don't crumble when life tests them. They rise, and you will too. Now take a moment and picture your future self. Imagine the person you'll be a year from now. This version of you has poured their energy into growth and joy, not pain and regret. They are centered, whole, and thriving, not because someone came back into their life, but because they found strength within. That person starts with the choices you make today. Every day you choose to focus on your peace rather than reaching out to someone who isn't giving you the same. Every moment you prioritize your own growth over chasing validation, you are building the foundation of the life you want. Here's an affirmation for this journey. I am resilient. Every setback is a setup for my growth. Write it down. Say it out loud. Let it guide you. Believe in your ability to turn this pain into progress. Every second of silence, every choice to stay strong, is building the unshakable person you are becoming. This journey isn't easy, but neither are you. You've faced challenges before, and you've risen above them. This is no different. You're not just surviving this phase, you're transforming through it. Keep going, because the person waiting on the other side of this hardship will be worth every struggle. You're turning your setback into a setup for greatness. Number 7, reclaim your power. Focus on what you can control. Right now, it might feel like your peace walked out the door with them. Every thought might seem consumed by what they're thinking, doing, or feeling. But here's a powerful truth. Your strength doesn't lie in controlling them. It lies in reclaiming control over yourself. You can't dictate their actions, their feelings, or whether they miss you, but you can control how you respond, how you grow, and the kind of life you create moving forward. Imagine how much lighter you would feel if you let go of trying to figure out what's in their mind. All the energy you're pouring into their absence could be redirected into something infinitely more valuable. You. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that when you stop focusing on what's out of your control, you free yourself to focus on what truly matters: your thoughts, your choices, and your future. Ask yourself, what could I achieve if I poured all this energy into my own growth? Maybe there's a dream you've put on hold, a passion you've ignored, or a goal you've been postponing. What's stopping you from chasing it now? Every time your thoughts drift to them, use it as a cue to redirect your focus. That energy is yours. Don't waste it on someone who isn't investing in you. Think of your life as a garden. Right now, you may be staring at a patch of weeds, obsessing over why they're there and how to remove them. But what if, instead, you started planting seeds in the soil that's still rich and ready? Those seeds represent your dreams, your passions, your goals. The more you water them, the more vibrant your life will become. Soon, those weeds will seem insignificant in comparison to the beauty you've cultivated. If this message resonates with you and you're ready to take control of your life, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Together, we can grow stronger, find our peace, and unlock the power within. Your journey toward reclaiming your power starts now. Focusing on what you can control is not about ignoring your emotions. It's about channeling them into something powerful and productive. That ache, that longing, that deep, empty feeling, these aren't just signs of weakness. They are powerful fuel, waiting to be transformed into something incredible. Instead of questioning whether they're thinking of you or if you'll ever hear from them again, ask yourself, am I proud of what I'm doing with this moment? Every time you choose to focus on your own journey, you are taking a step toward building a life that's so fulfilling that no one else's actions can shake it. Happiness is not a destination you wait for. It's something you build moment by moment. When you're in the midst of the silence, and every fiber of your being urges you to reach out, remind yourself, I'm not just enduring this no-contact phase, I'm thriving within it. You're no longer waiting for someone to validate your worth or fill the void they've shown you what they have to offer, and it's time to build something of your own. You are becoming someone who doesn't need their approval to feel whole. This isn't about erasing the past. It's about refusing to let it define your future. Imagine yourself 1 year from now. Picture the person you will become if you commit to this mindset today. That future you isn't sitting by their phone, waiting for some sign of acknowledgement. No, that person is busy chasing dreams, mastering new skills, and living a life they are incredibly proud of. Every time you feel the pull of old habits, overthinking, longing, obsessing, visualize that future you. Ask yourself, what would that version of me do right now? And then take action in alignment with that vision. This shift won't happen overnight, but every small decision you make today is a building block for tomorrow. Start with one small goal every day. It could be something as simple as taking a walk to clear your mind, signing up for a class, or picking up a hobby you've abandoned. Each time you achieve something, no matter how small, you're proving to yourself that your happiness isn't dependent on anyone else. The Stoics teach us that true peace comes from discipline and inner focus, not from waiting for external validation. Focus on your own growth. You can't control external events, but you absolutely have the power to control your response. You hold the reins of your life, and it's time to take charge. Here's an affirmation to guide you on this path. I focus on what I can control, and I grow stronger every day. Write it down. Say it every day. Let this affirmation be your anchor, your reminder that the power to change your life has always been within you. When your mind starts to drift toward what's out of your hands, bring yourself back with this affirmation. This journey is unfolding in ways you may not fully understand yet, but each step you take toward growth, happiness, and inner peace will lead you exactly where you need to be. Number 8, harness the fire. Turn your pain into power. Pain is not just something we suffer through, it's a powerful force waiting to be transformed. Right now, it feels like a heavy weight in your chest, an ache that won't go away, a relentless cycle of what if and why me. But instead of running from this pain, imagine facing it head on. What if this pain, the one that feels like it might break you, could actually be the catalyst for your greatest growth? This isn't about just surviving the hurt. It's about transforming that hurt into power, using it to forge a version of yourself that is unshakable. Pain, when embraced, becomes a teacher. It forces us to confront the truths we've been avoiding, to break free from illusions that held us back. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Right now, you stand at a crossroads. You can choose to let this pain consume you, spiral into despair, or you can choose to use it to fuel your growth and transformation. The choice is yours. Will you let this pain define you, or will you allow it to become the foundation of your strength? Look to the greats in history. Athletes channel their physical pain into breaking records. Artists turn their emotional turmoil into masterpieces. Entrepreneurs use failure as fuel for extraordinary success. The common thread: they didn't let pain stop them, they let it shape them. And so can you. This pain you feel right now is revealing your incredible capacity to endure, to rebuild, and to rise stronger than ever. Every time you resist the urge to look back or reach out, you're choosing power over weakness. You are redirecting your energy into something that serves you. Imagine your pain as raw energy, like fire burning inside you. You can either let it consume you, or you can choose to use it to fuel your growth. Dive into a passion you've neglected, set a new goal that excites you, or explore a path you've never considered before. Let this pain propel you forward, rather than drag you down. This is your moment to transform. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This isn't just philosophical wisdom, it's a life strategy. The pain you're experiencing is not a dead end. It's a path, one that can lead you to growth and strength if you let it. Picture every setback, every ache, as a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. You're not a victim of your pain, you're a warrior forged by it. Each time you channel your pain into action, you're turning it into power. Transformation isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. Some days will be harder than others, but remember, the more you harness your pain, the less power it has over you. Rather than dragging you down, it becomes the fuel that lifts you higher. You're becoming someone strong, resilient, and deeply self-assured. People are naturally drawn to those who have walked through fire and emerged stronger, wiser, and more capable. Here's your affirmation. I turn my pain into power. Write it down. Say it out loud, and let it remind you that this struggle is temporary, but the strength you gain from it will last a lifetime. If this message speaks to you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. By doing so, you help spread this powerful message to others who need it most. Let's build a community of strength, resilience, and growth. You are stronger than you think. The pain you're feeling now will pass, but the power you unlock through it will shape your future forever. Take this pain, embrace it, and let it fuel the extraordinary life you're destined to create. Keep going, because you are rising higher than ever.